You're in charge of a site where failure isn't an option. Drones are showing up in your inbox, in your budget meetings, maybe even on your fence line. This is where we make sense of what's hype, what's real, and how to actually use it. Welcome to On the Fly. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jordan. Today we're talking about something that's at the heart of scaling drone-in-a-box systems: safety. Not just redundancy, not just diagnostics. We're talking about true, real-time airspace awareness, especially when you're flying beyond visual line of sight, or BVLOS.
And that's a term you'll hear a lot, BVLOS. Simply put, it means your drone is flying where you can't physically see it. That unlocks enormous operational value: longer patrols, hands-free inspections, faster response. But it also introduces one massive challenge. What if something goes wrong mid-flight and no one's there to react?
Exactly. That's why this episode is all about one thing: how to scale autonomous drone operations safely, and how FlytBase and Senhive are working together to make that happen, especially when you're flying over populated areas or critical infrastructure.
Now let's start with what's changing on the ground. Autonomy is maturing. DJI Dock 2, DJI Dock 3, they're making it possible to run truly remote operations. But as soon as you go BVLOS, especially in regulated environments like cities or industrial corridors, you hit a wall.
Yeah, and that wall is made of three things: strict regulatory requirements, airspace risk, and lack of real-time situational awareness. Traditional drones rely on visual observers, but that doesn't scale. You can't put spotters at every site.
That's where this new integration comes in. FlytBase has teamed up with Senhive to embed SEN-ID+, a drone detection sensor, directly into the FlytBase platform. So instead of relying on human eyes, you've got a sensor scanning the airspace 25 kilometers in every direction.
Let's put that in context. Imagine a mining company running patrols over their conveyor belts in Chile, or a public safety agency doing BVLOS perimeter sweeps across a correctional facility. In both cases, if another aircraft enters the airspace, manned or unmanned, you need to know now, not later, not when something collides.
SEN-ID Plus can detect both cooperative drones, ones that broadcast remote ID, and non-cooperative ones, like rogue drones or even low-flying aircraft using ADS-B or Mode S transponders. That's a level of awareness you typically don't get with drone-in-a-box systems.
And what's cool is how this data flows. Thanks to Flinks, FlytBase's one-click integration system, the sensor streams real-time data straight into the FlytBase dashboard. No custom coding, no extra interfaces. Just seamless detection inside the same pane of glass where you're already managing your drone missions.
It's not just about spotting what's in the sky either. The integration triggers critical airspace alerts even if the system goes offline. So if a helicopter enters the area mid-flight or an unidentified drone lingers over a warehouse, the system flags it and notifies your team immediately.
And because this is FlytBase, it's all enterprise grade. You get full mission logging, PDF-ready compliance reports, and automated documentation that aligns with ASTM, EASA MOC 2512, and other BVLOS standards. So you're not just safe, you're audit-ready.
Let's break down how this shows up in the field. Say you're running BVLOS security patrols across a logistics hub. The drone is flying autonomously from a DJI Dock 3, and you're managing 10 other sites from your operations center. Suddenly, SEN-ID Plus picks up an unauthorized aircraft in one of the zones.
The FlytBase platform reacts instantly. First, it logs the threat. Then, it alerts the operator through the centralized dashboard. And if needed, it can initiate a fail-safe, like rerouting the drone or ascending to a safe altitude.
What's powerful is that all of this happens without any manual intervention. That's the kind of automation you need if you're serious about scaling to 50 or 100 drone-in-a-box deployments.
And this isn't theory. FlytBase already supports global customers running autonomous inspections, security missions, and emergency response workflows. Integrations like SEN-ID Plus just make those operations more robust, without layering in extra systems.
We should also mention the visual side. FlytBase has added advanced 3D map overlays, point clouds, elevation models, structural visualizations, so teams can plan flights that not only avoid what's in the sky, but what's on the ground too. Think complex refineries, wind farms, or dense urban zones.
It's really about creating a safety ecosystem.
You've got automated detection from Senhive, autonomous workflows from FlytBase, real-time data through Flinks, and a dashboard that gives operators full situational awareness, even across multiple sites.
Which brings us to the real takeaway. If you're looking to scale BVLOS operations, don't wait for regulations to force your hand on safety. Build it into your system now, because safety at scale isn't a nice to have. It's what makes scale possible.
So whether you're in energy, construction, public safety, or logistics, if you're planning to grow your autonomous drone operations, this kind of integration lets you do it confidently and compliantly.
That's it for today's episode. Fly far, fly smart, fly on the fly.